The moment you get angry, you have already lost the negotiation. The instant you allow an external provocation to create an internal emotional storm, you have surrendered your power. You may think your outburst is a sign of strength, a display of dominance, but it is the opposite. Reaction is submission. It is a confession that someone else has found the strings to your nervous system and can now make you dance. You have been tested, and you have failed. You are no longer the master of your own reality. You are a character in theirs. This is the cold, hard logic of social dynamics. In any human interaction, there is a battle of frames. Your frame is your perception of reality, your set of rules, your internal state of being. The person with the stronger, more resilient frame dictates the emotional tone and the outcome of the exchange. When someone tries to provoke you, they are not merely attacking you with words. They are attacking your frame. They are trying to force a reactive collapse, to shatter your reality and pull you into their world of chaos, anger, or drama. When you react, you are validating their power over you. This is not a flaw in human nature, it is a feature. These provocations, often called strength tests, are a biological filtering mechanism. For thousands of years, survival depended on having stable, grounded leaders. In a moment of crisis, when a predator attacks the tribe, you do not want a leader who panics. You want the one who remains calm, assesses the situation, and acts with cold precision. We are biologically programmed to test for this quality in others. People will subconsciously probe your emotional stability to see if you are a rock or if you are sand. They need to know if your frame will hold under pressure. Your emotional reaction is the signal that tells them you are not to be trusted. Understanding this mechanism is the first step toward mastering it. You must learn to spot emotional bait. It rarely comes. There is no offense. There is only a calm, detached amusement. This look on its own can neutralize an attack more effectively than any clever comeback. It tells them, I see what you are trying to do, and it is not working. To achieve this state of inner calm, you cannot rely on willpower alone. When you are disrespected, your primal brain will scream for a reaction. You need practical, repeatable techniques to override this impulse. The first is the pause method. It is incredibly simple, yet profoundly effective. When you feel that surge of adrenaline, that hot flash of anger, you do one thing. You pause. You do not speak. You do not move. You simply create a space between the stimulus and your response. In that space, you take a slow, deliberate breath and count to 3 in your mind. This is not a psychological trick. It is a neurobiological intervention. The emotional provocation is processed by your amygdala, the primitive part of your brain responsible for the fight or flight response. It is fast and automatic. The 3-second pause is just enough time for the signal to travel to your prefrontal cortex, the seat of rational thought and executive function. That brief delay allows the logical part of your brain to come back online. It short-circuits the emotional hijack and gives you back the power of choice. You are no longer a slave to the stimulus. You are the commander of the response. The second practice is a visualization exercise. It is a mental model you can deploy in the heat of the moment. It is called the glass wall. As someone begins their emotional assault, you visualize a thick, soundproof wall of glass descending between you and them. You can see their mouth moving. You can see the anger or frustration on their face. You can observe their behavior as if you were a scientist studying a specimen. But you cannot hear the words. The emotional impact of their energy hits the glass and dissipates. It cannot touch you.
This mental construct creates immediate psychological distance. It detaches you from the content of their attack and allows you to become a neutral observer of their state. You are no longer in the drama. You are watching the drama from a place of safety and control. Many people mistake this approach for being cold or emotionless. They will say you are suppressing your feelings. This is a fundamental misunderstanding. The goal is not to have no emotions. The goal is to not be had by your emotions. The man who is a slave to his anger is just as weak as the man who is a slave to his fear. He has no control over his internal state. The philosophy of the wall of calm is about emotional sovereignty. It is the ability to feel the rise of an emotion, to acknowledge it, and then to choose a response that serves your long-term purpose, rather than one that gratifies a momentary impulse. Consider a simple before and after scenario. Someone in a meeting dismisses your idea with a condescending tone. "Well, that's certainly one way to look at it, I guess." The man without a frame immediately reacts. He feels the sting of disrespect and becomes defensive. "What's wrong with my idea? It's better than your last one." The negotiation is over. He has revealed his insecurity. He has lost the respect of the room. Now, consider the man who has practiced the wall of calm. He hears the same comment. He feels the same initial sting, but he deploys his training. He pauses. He takes a silent breath. He visualizes the glass wall. The emotional impact dissipates. He looks at his colleague with an expression of amused mastery. After a 3-second silence that feels like an eternity to the attacker, he calmly says, "I'm interested to hear your specific concerns with the data." He has not become angry. He has not become defensive. He has maintained his frame, held his status. So ask yourself, the next time the world tests you, will you be the storm? Or will you be the unshakable wall against which the storm breaks? The choice is yours.